Hi everyone, today I am here to bring you a feel-good Pilates Theraband workout on the mat. As far as equipment goes, all you need is a little bit of space and a band. Mine is of medium resistance. I will link the one I'm using down below, but any long band from 5 to 6-ish feet is just perfect. As always, please listen to your body and make this workout your own. When you're ready, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start facing sideways today. I want you to take the base of the band around your feet, try to make the ends nice and even, and then straighten your legs out as much as feels appropriate to you. I'm going to choke up on my band a little bit so I have some tension, and I'm also going to push the sides of my feet outward into the band so that I can feel my outer hips activate a little bit. I have room behind me on the mat here. When you're ready, you're going to take a big inhale and lift the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, slide the shoulders back, down, and around. And again, inhale, shoulders up, exhale, back, down, and around. Let's do 2 more just like that. Big shoulder rolls here. And again, soft knees is fine, and last one. Now shoulders stay melted down, extend your elbows long, take a breath, inhale, and get long through the back of the neck. On your exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis under, tucking your tailbone and rolling the spine all the way down to the mat. Imagining that you're pushing the feet forward into the band as you roll the spine all the way down. At the bottom of the movement, open up the collarbones and turn the thumbs outward. Inhale here, and then exhale, turn the thumbs back up to the ceiling. Take the chin and tuck it towards the chest, and then roll the spine up, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's sit up tall on the sit bones again. Inhale, get long through the back of the neck. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under and peel the spine back. Collarbones wide, pushing the feet forward into the band as you descend. Inhale at the bottom, externally rotating the shoulders, thumbs go out to the sides. You might find a little arch through the back here, and then exhale, soften and round, and roll the spine back up again. Let's do 2 more like that, and we're going to add on a little bit. Tuck the tailbone under and roll the spine down, reaching through the feet. Open the collarbones, and then chin to chest and roll that spine up. Good. At the top of the movement here, once you get up tall on your sit bones, I want you to start to pull the elbows back and extend the spine upward, squeezing through the shoulder blades. Start to extend those arms forward again, tucking the tailbone under, rolling the spine down. At the bottom, thumbs go out, find that extension through the spine, and then soften and round, roll up. At the top of the movement, elbows bend and you find that extension. Good. Let's do 2 more just like that. Make it your own, make it feel good for you. Good, we will be doing some work, but we also just want to feel good during this workout. Nice. Last time through, arms go forward, tuck and round, collarbones wide, and then roll that spine all the way up to seated and pull the elbows back. Now let's just sit here and do little pulls, squeezing right between the shoulder blades, opening through the chest. Chin comes up away from the chest, gaze towards the upper corner of your room for 6 and 5 and 4, good, 3 and 1. That's it. Sit up tall on the sit bones here. Extend one arm long. You're going to keep the other elbow bent. Actually, let me start this way just so I can face you guys. And you're going to pull this elbow back as you pull this extended arm out to the side. Come back center and then switch. So now this arm is long, the other elbow bends, and we rotate towards our bent elbow. And again, and switch, rotating through the rib cage, and switch. Nice and slow and controlled, building some heat between the shoulders. Let's do 2 more each way. And depending on the tightness of your band, or the strength of your band, you might be rotating more or less than me, and that's okay. The last one here. And then simply fold forward and grab onto your feet. It's okay that the band gets a slack or your calves, and just take a nice forward fold. Good. From here, rolling up, readjusting the band underneath the feet, and this time bending the knees. Choke up on the band more here. Take a breath, inhale and get tall. Exhale, pelvic tilt to roll you all the way back to your sacrum. The shoulder blades stay lifted here, collarbones are wide. Inhale, exhale, roll the spine up. Good, and again, inhale here, exhale, lengthen the elbows as you roll the spine back just to the sacrum. And then roll that spine back up. Let's do 2 more just like that, rolling back. Again, I'm pushing outward with my feet into the band. 1 more time, we're going to stay back there. Good. And now from here, pulse up and down just a little bit. You can use the assistance of the band as much or as little as you need. Good. Scooping that tailbone under and forward. We've got 6 and 5 and 4. Exhale, 3 and 2 and 1. Roll that spine up. Good. Angle the band now and angle your torso to one side. Let's roll down again to the side of the sacrum and roll up. Angle the body the other way. Roll down to the sacrum and back up. So your hands and your upper body shift, but your lower body and your feet stay steady. Good. Last 4 and 3. Exhale, 2 and 1. Now stay to whatever side you're on, and again push evenly through the feet. Now we roll up and down just an inch, and I want you to focus on keeping even weight through both sides of the pelvis. Good. 5 more and 4 more. Exhale, 3. On this last one, roll all the way up to seated. Roll back down on the other side, and now come up and down just an inch or so. Good. For 5, 4, exhale, 3, and 1. All the way up to the top, and then all the way down onto your back, please. Bend your knees in. Take your feet up to the ceiling. Anchor your elbows down by your sides, and again put pressure outward into the band with your feet. I feel my outer hips here. Take an inhale and bring the feet over to one side, letting the opposite hip lift. And then exhale, come back center. And inhale up and over the other way. And exhale, back center. Good. Now I'm not using my legs to come back center. I'm using my abdominals to exhale, draw the navel to the spine, and come back to the middle of the mat. That's it. Let's do a few more here. One more time. Come back center, and now let's circle the legs. So we're going to bring the legs over to one side, circle them down and around and forward, over to the other side. Notice that now this hip is lifted, and then come back center. And then we reverse it, over, around, opposite hip lifts, and center. Over, around, opposite hip lifts, and center. Let's do a few more. You can make these circles as big or small as feels appropriate to you, as long as you're in control of the movement. Good. Soften the front of the rib cage down. Let's do one more each way. And last time through. Good. Take one of your feet out of the band. The other leg can be on the floor, extended or bent, still holding onto the band with the hands, elbows glued by the sides. Now we're going to just bring that leg forward towards our face, and then away. And again, forward towards the face. Feeling that hamstring stretch and away. Now for a moment, I'm going to take my thumb into my hip crease, and I want to make sure that that hip is not elevating to find the stretch. I want to keep my hip anchored down, and when I bring that leg in, maybe I can't go as far, but I feel a much deeper stretch through the hamstring and through the back of the knee. Let's do that a few more times here. Forward and up and forward and up. Now stay here and just point and flex the feet a few times. If you need to adjust where the band is on your foot, feel free. Good. Last 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to cross the midline of the body with that leg and sweep it out and around. Good. Working on that mobilization of the femur inside the hip socket. This is great for runners. This is great for anybody, but you know, runners have a tendency to have very tight hips and hamstrings. So this is a great exercise to have in your back pocket when you're just feeling a little tight and constricted in the hip area. Good. Let's reverse direction. Try to let your leg relax and use your arms as much as possible to assist that circle. Last 4 and 3 and 1 more. Come center, switch out your feet. Good. Okay. From here, leg extended on the floor or bent. Let's extend the leg away from us and then back up and away and back up. Again, I'm still thinking about keeping my hips anchored down. Good. Last 3 here. And 2. And 1. Hold that leg up to the ceiling. Let's point and flex the foot, reaching into the band with the ball of the foot. You've got 5, 4, just flossing through that hamstring, 3 and 2 and 1. Now here comes our circles across the body, around and up, across the body, around and up. A nice job. 3 more and 2 and 1. Let's reverse it. The last 2 and 1. Now we are going to go back to the other side in a moment. I want to take my opposite hand of the leg that's up and grab both ends of the band, extend my free arm out to the side, and then let this leg cross over the body to take a big side bend. Good, or a big rotational stretch. If you need to bend this extended leg, that's okay. I'm going to go for a straight leg. Hold here for a few moments. Breathe into that stretch. Come back center and let's switch out the legs. Good. Same thing on this side. Reach over, look to your free hand, find that twist. Good. Come back center and remove the band fully from your feet. You're going to fold that band in half now and take the band and just place it around the base of the skull. Elbows narrow, pointing forward towards the outer thighs. Take a breath, inhale here, and let the neck feel nice and long and heavy. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up, sliding the front ribs down to the hips, and then slowly lower down. And again, exhale to curl, pausing at the top for a moment, finding that flexion by sliding the ribs down further, and then inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl forward. Inhale to lengthen. Nice job. Let's do 5 more. And 4. Last 2. And 1 more. Stay curled up, lift one knee, rotate towards that knee and pulse. 16, 15. Good, neck is relaxed. Good job. 8, 7, 6, last 4, last 2, and 1. Come down through the center, both feet come down to the floor. Exhale, curl back forward through the middle. Inhale, lower. We'll do 4 more like this. Exhale to curl. Inhale, lengthen as you lower. Last 2. On this last one, stay curled up. Lift your opposite knee up, rotate towards it, and pulse for 16, 15. Anchor both sides of the hips down. Good. Last 8, 7, and 4 more, and 3 more, and 2, and 1. Come back center and lower everything down. Please take that band and place it around one shin. You're going to grab onto the ends of the band with your hand, and I don't expect the band to move too much because we have wrapped it over a few times. It's just there so that we have something to press into. Your free hand is going back behind your head. You're going to curl your head, neck, and chest up and rotate towards that knee again, and I want you to just pull slightly down on the band as you pulse. Little pull. Again, my band really isn't moving, but it is increasing the tension on my abdominals. My shin is staying still in space. Good. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you just lift that leg up and reach it forward. You've got 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down through the middle and simply just adjust that band over onto the other side. Starting with your foot down, free hand behind the head, we come up, we rotate, that arm is extended that's holding the band, and then we find that pulse and that slight pull down. Good. With the option to extend the free leg, you've got 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Come all the way up. We are going to come up to a kneeling position. If you need a cushion underneath your knees or your shins, now's a great time to grab one. Or you could even, fold your mat up once or twice so you have a little bit more cushioning underneath the knees. Separate your band and place the ends right around your thighs with your hands by your hips. Good. My toes are together back behind me. That's a good feeling position for me. I've got a little tuck of the tailbone under. I'm squeezing my glutes and I'm pressing my pelvis forward. From here, we're simply going to bring our arms back and forward and back and forward. And a few more here. I feel my abdominals engaging. I feel my triceps engaging. I'm lengthening my arms down as the crown of my head reaches up. Let's do 4 more here. And 3. And 2. And 1 more. Then simply float the arms back in front of you. You can choke up on that band a little more. Put a little pressure outward into your hands. Take a breath, inhale here, and lean the body back at the knee joint. Exhale, pull out on the band as you rise. Inhale, lower back, bring the hands slightly closer together. Exhale, press forward as you rise. So I feel work and stretch across the thighs. I'm pressing my shins actively down. Let's do 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more time. Now, same thing, but angle the band. So one hand is higher than the other. We lean, come up and press the band apart, and lean, and come up and press the band apart. I'm finding a little bit of back extension as the arms spread wide. Good. Last 2. And one more. Angle the band the other way, and here we go. Lean, lift and stretch the arms apart. Lean, lift and stretch the arms apart. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 1 more time. Very nice job. Come on up all the way to standing. Bring that band underneath the feet. Feet will be sit bone distance apart. Choke up on your band as much as feels appropriate. And now let's just do a little side bend here. So I want you to stay grounded through both feet and then lean the body over to one side, allowing the band to kind of assist your drag down towards that foot. Feeling the stretch in the upper rib cage. Take a big breath, inhale through the top of that rib cage, and then exhale, come back center. Even distance between the ribs and the hips. Inhale over the other way, big inhale into the top ribs. Let the head feel heavy. Exhale, come back center. And let's just keep going side to side, just mobilizing that spine, right and left. Nice job. Let's hang out over to one side now. And I want you to just take the ear down towards the shoulder and let the band pull your opposite shoulder down and see if you can get a stretch through the neck. Good, come on back up with control and then lean over to the other side and let that shoulder pull away from the ear and come back center. Let's do 1 more each way, feels really good. And 1 more time the other way. Good, coming back center, widening your hands just slightly away from the sides of the pelvis. We're gonna rotate the arms and the torso to one side, and we're gonna pause here. Then we're gonna round the spine forward, letting the knees bend and find a stretch behind the shoulders. Then we're gonna stay in that rotation, but lift the spine up nice and tall, and then come back center. Same thing other side, we rotate, we bend the knees and we round the shoulders, feel that stretch. Come up in rotation and then unwind. Rotate, round. And center. Rotate, round. And center. Let's do 1 more each way. And last time, rotate and round. And center. Very nice job. Step off of that band. Take it into your hands. Bring your hands in front of you and put most of your weight onto one foot. So I've got 80% of my weight on my standing foot and my other toe is down there for a little bit of balance support. A little pressure outward on the band. Let's exhale and rotate over to one side. Rotating just at the ribs, my hips are staying pointing straight forward. Inhale, back center. And 1 more time just like this. And inhale, back center. Now optionally float that knee up so that your thigh is fairly parallel to the floor. Now we've added a significant amount of balance challenge. We're going to stay in that exhale and rotate and inhale and back center. And again, exhale and rotate, working on the stabilizers of the standing ankle and foot. And a few more just like this. Over and center and over. Woo-hoo. And center. And 1 more time. And center. Bring that foot back down, just touching barely with the toe. Reach your arms up overhead. And now we're going to side bend towards that lifted heel. And come back center. And side bend. And come back center. And then take your thigh up again as an option and do the same thing. Over. And over. Good. Let's do 2 more here. And 1 more time. And toe down. Last exercise on this standing leg. Lift those arms up. Let's come into a little bit of back extension. And come back center. Good. So you might feel a stretch through the armpits, which feels just so good. And center. And then optionally, that foot lifts. Good, and arc the body back. Gaze travels up to the ceiling, and then gaze travels back forward. And again, good. So you're tracing an imaginary line up and back forward, working on that balance. Working on your balance is just paramount at any age and forever. You just got to keep working it. Last two. And one more time. Nice job. And rest. Give that little standing ankle a break. And we're going to do all of that on the other side. So switching over to the other foot. We find rotation first. Hands in front, collarbones are wide. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to come back center. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to come back center. Let's do two more like that. And one more. And then option to float that knee up. And keep on going. So float the thigh. Exhale and rotate. Use your abdominal control to find your rotation and then unwind the spine. Last three here. And two. And one more time. And now toe is going to come back down to the ground. Arms are going to lift up. We did this with both feet on the floor where we just found that beautiful side bend and come back center. So yes, it's work, but it also should just feel good. Nice. One more time like this. Center, float the thigh, over. And maybe if you don't feel confident to float the foot completely off the floor, maybe you hover it just an inch off the floor so that you know you can just tap down if necessary. Nice job. Woohoo. Good. Last two. And one more. And center, foot down for that last variation. Find that back extension. Find that stretch through the chest and through the shoulders, through the armpits. When you're doing your arm movements, I don't want you to feel tingling and numbness. If you feel tingling and numbness at any point, that exercise is not for you. Maybe you need to have your hands further apart. Maybe you need to eliminate the exercise completely, but you shouldn't be working through numbness and tingling, okay? Now float the knee, optionally, and take that gaze up, and then trace your gaze back forward. And good. That's it. Last three. Fun challenge. And two. Oh. And one more time. Nice job. Take your feet wide. Unwind the band so it's one full length. Get nice and low in the legs. Let's bring our arms out to the sides with a little bit of tension. Bring the arms up overhead and now circle the body around. Forward, to the side, to the back, and around. Forward, to the side, to the back, and around. Good. Last two this way. And now we come back through the middle and we reverse it. Rotating and mobilizing the ribs, taking big breaths, allowing the lungs to fill completely. Last three. Last two. And one. Very nice job. Come all the way to standing. Let's end with that band underneath the feet. Feet sit bone distance apart. A little tension on your band. Stand up nice and tall, reaching through the crown of the head. On your exhale, nod your chin to your chest. Allow the band to take you forward. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Roll the spine down. The band will go slack here. Inhale here, exhale, keeping the neck and head heavy towards the floor. Start to roll up. Catch tension on the band and start to press your pelvis forward as you stack your spine up nice and tall. Inhale here, exhale, round the spine. Chin nods to the chest, allow the band to go slack. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slowly roll the spine up. Last two here. And last time, inhale here, exhale, roll forward. Head heavy. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, slowly, slowly roll that spine all the way up. Good, shoulders down. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for that more restorative Pilates session. I hope you enjoyed it. The Theraband is an awesome tool to have. You can even stick it in your suitcase. So if you have an opportunity to grab one, do. I'll link the ones I have in my description, but any band will do. As always, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye.